register for the next session, call 080-6026-9140, 070-6342-8464, or 090-1010-8844 between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Taraba Business School, creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Join us today and unlock your full potential. Taraba Business School, opposite Civil Service Commission, Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds, safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way.
Good morning and welcome to the Thursday edition of the Psalm TV Morning Show. I am Abraham Minor Joda. This is where we bring you hope, inspiration, and conversations that matters across the country. And as a former Nigerian president said, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, he said, drug abuse is not only a destroyer of lives, but it is also a destroyer of families, communities, and the future of any nation. And truly, when a young life is lost to drugs, the entire society pays the price. But the good news is that every story of addiction can be turned into a story of triumph. We played this morning to bring hope, inspiration, and conversation that matters is Mr. Ira Daniel Kukwan, the Director of News and Public Affairs on Psalm TV. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Abraham.
You're welcome to the morning show.
Thank you very much. You introduced me as somebody that is actually into, we're all into campaign against drug.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say yesterday, one of the guests, the Amos Lupa Denga, the ambassador against drug abuse at Taraba State University. Well, let me just, for those who may not have watched the program yesterday on Issues of the Moment, we hosted the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on drug abuse and illicit substance abuse, Honorable DCB Bala Donga. He was here with a lecturer and a social commentator, Master Philip Ashagwa, popularly known as Master P, and also a young man who is a student of Taraba State University and is the ambassador for that war against drug abuse. So the ambassador, Denga Amos Lupa, spoke about the fact that he was addicted and he was into drugs in Benue State, in I think Benue State University, and he lost friends. Some went insane, and he had to spend close to 8-9 years before he could regain himself. And now he is back to Taraba State University as a student to start all over again. And he gave a lot of stories. He told us a lot of stories, some signs, some things that leads, some of the signals that we need to look out for, the red flags, if we want to know if these young ones are into drugs. And I was quite inspired by his story.
Yeah, drugs is, I saw one video clip on social media the other day of a bigger snake trying to swallow a smaller snake. Mm-hmm. And while the smaller snake was struggling to get itself free, the bigger snake hold onto it and until the smaller snake was swallowed alive.
Yeah.
Now, the message on that video said, this video is not on animal
Cruelty.
Yes, not on animal cruelty or predator or anything like that. It is about drugs. It takes away from you everything. It does not stop until you stop taking the drugs. It does not stop in taking away from you. It takes you away from your family. It takes you away from even yourself.
Yourself, yes.
You will not be able to do anything reasonable in life. You will not be able to do anything productive. When you are addicted and the crave, is it the crave or the urge comes for you to do the drugs, until you do that drugs, you will not be able to do anything. And immediately you do the drugs, you become useless. You become, you lose cognition, you lose everything that is reasonable around you. You can't even attend to even the basic things. That is how you see people going for days without even taking their bath.
Yeah.
That is how this thing immediately reaches the point where the brain is ruptured, then it becomes something else.
Let me give you an example. Yesterday, when DCB came here, he told me that, one of Taraba's finest in terms of music is going to come around. He called the name. I don't want to mention the name of the artist here. And he said, that young man is one of the most talented artists in Taraba. And I've heard his name. I've heard, I've heard him sung once or twice, and very, very talented. He said the guy will be here as part of those he wants to use in the project, part of those that will be made, that will be brought into the project. But he said the guy is addicted into drugs. That if I see him, I will not believe that this is the same person that is as talented as these are one of the best in Taraba. And actually, when he came, I couldn't believe my eyes. That is this the same person that I listened to his voice? Is this the same person that I've heard his name over the years as one of the most talented musicians in Taraba State? And he was speaking to him, and I could see that the young man needs help. He needs help. He can't help himself at that stage because he is addicted. And if you look at the way he was dressed, he came with somebody. The person he came with was properly dressed. And you could see that at that point, he can't help himself. The society needs to help him. So these are just some of the stories. Yes,
before the society will help you, there is a need for you to understand that you don't need to start at all.
That's
this thing works. It starts like a joke, but before you know it, it becomes a problem. So there is a need for every youth out there, every person, not because the way drugs use is going now, it does not stop only on the youth.
No.
I have seen quite elderly people, especially in the farms, where we go to do work. You see somebody that's quite elderly taking these drugs in such a manner that you will be surprised that at this age, somebody at 55, at 60, still takes drugs for him to be able to do some manual jobs. If they don't take it, they will not be able to do anything. And there is this, the prevalence of stroke and other heart attack diseases that we have now as a result of some of those things.
Yeah.
Somebody, some years back in Yola, woke up in the morning as early as 6:30, went to a place where this hot alcohol is being sold. This thing happened. It's somebody I know. I will not be able to mention his name on this platform. Now, he went there and poured out the liquor and took a sip and took another sip. And the third one, the cup just fell off his hands, and that's how he collapsed. And before they would take him to the hospital, he's already a corpse. So the doctors now said he had heart attack. So, it's effect of these drugs. If it accumulates, there is a way it will tell on you. And there is another thing to this thing. When you're younger, there's a way you'll be able to abuse this thing without having any issue because of the advantage of the age. Your body is still, your system is still virile, and the effects of the drugs may not tell on you when you're younger. But by the time you advance in age, addiction is now setting. You'll not be able to stop. You'll not be able to realize that at this stage, there is a need for me to slow down. Then you continue, and before you know, you become something else.
Well, and I think this is what the Senior Special Assistant, in collaboration with every Taraban and also some TV here, we are trying to say no to drugs, war against drug abuse. So it's going to be a war that is going to be fought on all fronts against drug abuse. Well, with this, let's go to the weather report for today. Across Nigeria, we are going to be looking at some selected cities across Nigeria. Jalingo today is 22 degrees. It's mild and cool morning, partly cloudy conditions expected in the city of Jalingo. While Lagos would be, this morning is 24 degrees, warm and humid with clear skies, occasional clouds later in the day. For Jos, as usual, it's cool temperatures at 19 degrees, mostly cloudy with chances of drizzle in some areas. Kaduna, Kano, Katsina would be 22 degrees, fair weather with comfortable temperatures. Meanwhile, Enugu, Calabar, Port Harcourt will be between 23 to 24 degrees, warm and humid with intermittent cloud cover. Sokoto, Ogbomosho, Oshogbo, Ilorin will range around 22 degrees. It's going to be stable weather with calm winds. Ibadan, about 22 degrees, slightly cloudy, pleasant conditions throughout the day. So for the general outlook across the country, today's weather remains largely stable with temperatures ranging from 19 degrees in Jos and 24 degrees in Lagos, Alimosho and Isolo. Southern regions may experience humid conditions, while northern areas remain cool and dry. Well, the good news is that there is no extreme weather alerts for now. So that is the good news about the weather reports today.
Thank God, so far so good. We've not received any reports of flooding, just like it used to be some years ago. Maybe it's the weather that respects itself and decide not to traumatize this year. Or maybe the awareness that was created is commiserate enough to make people who are resident in flood-prone areas to move away before the disaster comes.
Well, so let's go to the papers. We'll start with, let's start with the Vanguard. I think we touched on this. Okay. Let me just take some of the stories from the Vanguard. Say, anger over planned pay rise for political office holders. That story is on page 5. We're going to take that story, but let me just look at some of the headlines on the cover page of The Guardian. Federal government raises GDP target to 5% ahead of IMF projection. And then also assault on NYC member, Sokoto sacks vigilante operative, stories on page 7. Katsina massacre, death tolls rises to 50. That's quite sad. The attack, the massacre of Islamic faithful who were in the mosques and were shot at by bandits and criminals.
These days have returned again. In those days, hardly will people go to mosques, at least in the early morning prayers, and will not be scared of some of these attacks. We thought we've overcome that age. It is back again. We look forward to the security operatives doing the needful to see that these people do not rear their ugly heads again.
And we have NCCs to governors waive or reduce 145 Naira ROW, that is right of way fees. Stories on page 18 of the Vanguard. And Rev summon 11 discos over 2.6 trillion debts hold the federal government. And then Nigeria campaigns for UN Security Council seat at TICAD. The story is on page 2. Then Tinubu re-election done deal, says Tunji Ojo. That story is on page 8. While the major story that we are going to do some analysis on this morning, anger over planned pay rise for political office holders. Well, according to the Vanguard, the RMAFC chairman Mohammed Shehu on Monday reportedly hinted at the plan and described the current earnings of the president and other political office occupants as inadequate, unrealistic, and outdated in the face of rising responsibility and economic challenges. According to Shehu, President Bola Tinubu currently earns 1.5 million monthly, ministers less than 1 million, which he said has remained unchanged since 2008. Okay, he said you are paying the president 1.5 million a month. Everybody believed that it's a joke. You cannot pay minister less than 1 million per month since 2008 and expecting to put in his best without necessarily being involved in some other things. You pay the CBN governor a DG 10 times more than you pay the president. That is just not right. Or you pay him, the head of agency, 20 times higher than the Attorney General of the Federation. That is absolutely not right, he has said. Shehu proposal yesterday elicited sharp opposition in the polity, which some say was provocative, insensitive, selfish, and wrongly timed. Among those who spoke on the issues as the People's Democratic Party, PDP, the Northern Christian Association of Nigeria, Kan Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF, former president of the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines, and Agriculture, that is NASIMA, Otumba Dele Oye, founder of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, Chief Chekwas Okore, African Democratic Congress, ADC, New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, and the Coalition of United Political Parties, CUPP. So they've all come to kick against this planned increment in the salaries of our office holders. What's your take on this?
You know, you said something the other day when this story was featured by another newspaper from a different window, from a different angle. And you were like, the president was calling on Nigerians to tighten up their belt to see that we overcome these present challenges, indicating that there is a need for us to suffer at least for some time before we enjoy. But unfortunately, we are seeing these calls coming out, and the presidency has not come out to say they are going to tighten up their belt too. And recently, you see comments coming from political office holders, such as Wiki, saying that Rotimi Amechi's ambition is dead on arrival. You know, I'm looking forward to them making a statement on this, saying that it is dead on arrival, because this issue should be dead on arrival. Sure. We can't afford to see that how do you call it, the political class are enriching themselves at the expense of the prevailing poverty in the face of common man on the streets. Well, the example they cited there, that a DG of a parastatal earns more than a political office holder. Well, not that we're endorsing what those political office holders do with their offices, but hardly will you see a DG that is richer than, if you become a minister for some time, you will be so rich within a very short time that you begin to wonder what they do in that office. I know it is as a result of so many benefits of the office too is there, apart from the fact that they collect less than 1 million naira. What they get from their, you call it Estacot, this money they pay when they travel, the kind of money they collect in that is enough for them to say it is compensating whatever it is they earn as salary. Leadership is a responsibility that should be taken by those who are ready to make sacrifices, not those who will be agitating. Maybe we're looking forward to the ministers going on strike, that their money should be increased, or else they won't come and function as ministers again. I'm looking forward to them understanding that this is a wrong timing. Whosoever brought this up maybe has a particular interest that he wants to achieve. Maybe he wants to be in the good books of those who are holding those offices. Else, I don't know why somebody should bring this up at this point in time.
At this point in time.
You know?
It is quite insensitive, if you ask me, of the Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Committee to come up with such an issue at this very time. And I also disagree with the way he explained it all. Okay, let me take his words so that the chairman, Mohammed Shehu, let me use his words so that I can quote him verbatim. He said, according to Shehu, President Bola Tinubu currently has 1.5 million monthly, ministers less than 1 million monthly, which he said has remained unchanged since 2008. He said, quote, he said, and I quote, you are paying the president 1.5 million a month. Everybody believes that it is a joke. You cannot pay a minister less than 1 million per month since 2008 and expect him to put in his best without necessarily being involved in some other things. That is quite an unfortunate statement. we are ministers, the president, the governor, our political appointees are supposed to be men of integrity. People who came with the intention to serve. So whatsoever is given to them, they are taking it not because they want to be remunerated, but because, okay, we are here to serve. So if you say, okay, we must pay them this high, because they should put in their best without necessarily being involved in so that is. That means you are saying that if it's not enough, there are people of shady character that can go and look for money where they're not supposed to look for that money. So it's an indictment on the political class. If it thinks the people that we appoint to this kind of position should be people who, if they don't pay them enough, they will look for ways around to make money. And the thing is that it's not a must. If it's not enough, you step aside. There are 1,000,001 Nigerians out there who will
take far
less than
what
that,
you're taking,
and even
deliver very good service as a minister of whatever.
And he also said there's a place that they said that the things are not, it is not normal and it's not the way. I'm telling you that there is no, the salary structure in Nigeria as it is, the minimum wage is not enough. There is nobody that earns enough in Nigeria based on the salary structure at the minimum wage. So why should we think if we can make sacrifice, those are the lower rung can make sacrifice, then why can't those who the weight of the nation who call themselves leaders should not make such sacrifices?
I agree with you completely.
Well, let's go to another paper. I think we should try the Punch. Okay, this PDP everyday problem. Okay, on the cover page of the Punch, Katsina Mosque terror attacks, death tolls hit 32. Okay, stories on page 42. Recapitalization banks to gain extra 900 billion naira capital in 2025. Stories on page 21. PFA's channel 62% of workers' pension into government bonds. Stories on page 29. Then Royal Row, Alaafin may publish Supreme Court ruling after 48-hour ultimatum. Stories on page 49. Then TCAD 9, Japanese PM pledged $5.5 billion support for Nigeria orders. Olubadan coronation for September 26 as Makinde visits Ladoja. Stories on page 16 of The Punch. 179 ASPs disqualified as police promote 952 officers. NBA report, Adeleke demand federal government unblock Osun's allocation. The major story which we're going to take, do some analysis on is 2027 showdown. Wike Makinde rift threatens high-stake PDP convention. PDP vows tough action as Wike associates move against convention NEC member kick. This is getting, just when we thought they were getting out of their problem, another one is rearing its ugly head. They say there are strong indications that in November, National Convention of the People's Democratic Party scheduled for Ibadan, Oyo State may be derailed, following a threat by the Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike to halt the event. Wike's opposition to the convention is believed to be the result of his rift with his erstwhile ally, Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, and other unresolved issues in the party. Ahead of the elective convention slated for November 16, the PDP has, however, issued a stern warning to the Minister of Mines move against his party plans. PDP National Publicity Secretary Debo Ologun Agba, in an interview with selected journalists in Abuja on Wednesday, cautioned that decisive action on the party's constitution will be taken against him should he continue to undermine the collective interest of the party. Our PDP National Executive Committee members, including Deputy National Youth Leader Timothy Osadolo and former National Vice Chairman Southwest Eddie Olafeso, accused Wike of overstepped his bound, vowing to resist his moves. They stressed that the party was on a ongoing rebuilding process and was strengthening its structure through the Ibadan Convention, insisting that no individual could obstruct internal party activities, particularly with the Independent National Electoral Commission already involved. The PDP only just emerged from months of internal crisis that saw the defection of key figures, including his 2019 and 2023 presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, his running mate and former Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, as well as Delta State Governor Sheriff Oborevwori, Akwa Ibom State Governor Eno, and other prominent leaders to the APC and the newly formed African Democratic Congress. And in a bid to restructure and reposition itself, the party, during its 101 NEC meeting on July 24, resolved to convene a national elective convention in Ibadan, Oyo State, on November 15 and 16, where 19 new members will be elected into the National Working Committee. And I think if you ask me at this point, Wike needs to back down.
Yes, I was.
If he's really working for the good interest of the PDP, I think they need to resolve this better than this.
I have always said that you don't get everything that you want. They've given him, he wins some, you lose some. That is the way it is. You're supposed to understand that it's not everything that you want that you get. This is politics. I know that the undertones may be that he's trying to muzzle strength with Makinde, who is becoming a very popular PDP member too, a position that he has enjoyed over some time now. Maybe he's just trying to see how it goes. But I look forward to them being reasonable enough to understand that at the end of the day, we must all be loyal to PDP.
Yeah.
This is the platform that made us whoever we are today. At least it is on the platform of PDP that he is a minister now.
Yes.
Then Makinde too. So there is a way they should shift ground. If you want Obi, that person from South that he insists that should be the chairman of the South. If he doesn't get it, at least he has gotten Anyanwu as the secretary of the party. He should understand that, okay, despite the fact that it is wrong, in quotes, he should be able to say, okay, they've given me some. Let's work together to see how we can make this party better, because definitely this thing they are doing now is not good for the party. It's not good for the party. Whatever interest that you want to pursue, whatever constitution that you want to adhere to, and that is detriment to the growth of the party, such as this, there is no need for you to keep pursuing some of those rights thing or the wrong thing like that. So there are instances where there is need for you to just keep quiet when you know that what you're about to say or the position you want to take is going to cause the life of the party itself.
But again, if you ask me, he raised some issues, which I think the party should clarify those issues. He said, he cautioned the party's crisis may appear resolved for now. Fresh crisis could erupt if the PDP refused to acknowledge the zonal Congress that elected Dan Obi as national vice chairman. If it's a zonal Congress duly recognized by the party and it elected someone, the person should be recognized.
My point is this. Yeah, it is a legal procedure, not legal per se, but whatever process that brought Dan Obi that is being contested now by the leadership of the PDP now, I think Dan Obi and Wike should understand that for the survival of PDP, let's allow this thing.
What if they allow it go and they didn't follow the legal procedure, and someone somewhere next year will just wait and said the representative of the South during
the person who is manning the position now is not from South.
It is not about, it is, okay, we just assume, you say a governor of Taraba State. They just let's just put someone there. Is the person not from Taraba State? The problem is that if they don't sort these things out, I've seen parties agree that let us just go ahead, then eventually someone somewhere is watching.
There is something that Obi now can do.
Yeah.
He can just resign. make it in documents. Do you understand? So this party will survive.
But why can't the party accept this thing?
I'm looking at it from the perspective where it is a negotiation.
Yeah.
You understand? There are too many interests in this thing. Now, they've reached a table where they sat down and they negotiated, okay, we all win some and lose some. Now, we've given you this, allow this one go. I think that was, I'm not there. I'm not saying that this is the facts. But I suspect that this is what must have gone, this is what must have happened there. If
with Iron, which was the Supreme Court that decided.
whatever it is, they finally accepted. You understand? Now, Wike has been, threatening rain and brimstone. He has said this, he has said that, he has said this. For all this, now I'm looking forward to Wike now saying, okay, fine, let's look forward to this party contesting elections in 2027 and fielding a candidate that can give me SGF, not the Minister of FCT. You understand what I'm saying? Now,
if they agree to all this and they don't follow the legal procedure, somebody somewhere.
What is more legal than the person now just going to the press and issuing a statement?
So what is more legal?
Resign. You understand? So that it will become legal.
You know the problem? Yes. If he resigns, the process of picking another person, they will start a fresh war.
I think
that is one thing I know with politics.
I think the problem now is that, let me just get the names of
Chief
Dan Obi.
Dan Obi.
And who is the other person?
There's also the Southeast Zonal Chairman, Leo Odefa.
Okay, now Odefa. I think the problem is just in the candidature of Odefa and Obi.
Oh, no.
Now, if Obi now said, I have resigned and I'm not contesting again, do you understand? Let's see how we're going to rally all our supports.
You know, politics. Dan Obi definitely is not there on his own. He is a representative of a certain interest. Those interests.
That interest is overriding on the interest of PDP.
Everybody you see there, let us tell ourselves the truth. Their interests are all personal. So all of them must shift ground. The interest of the PDP is not the interest of, if they shift ground, now if it places them at the total disadvantage. Because if you look at it, there is nobody there that doesn't have some have said it, they are in the party and they will work for ADC. Some are in the party like Wike, they are working for the APC. Some are in the party, they are working for themselves alone. Some are in the party, they are even working for candidates outside. So the problem here is that, to me, look at this. If Odefa was duly elected, let it. All these things will end after the convention.
Is it not better for them to just keep quiet now? They will be and the Odefas of this world to just keep quiet and wait until after 2027 then bring these things up. Whatever it is they are doing now, it's not good for the optics. It's not good for the image of the party. So what are you fighting for? Is it that you just want to fight and remain the PDP South chairman and not have a candidate to vie for the office of the president? What is the benefit? To what extent is this going to help the party or help them at all? Maybe they are so myopic they don't actually want the presidency. They want to stop at the level of ministers and senators and other things like that. If that's the case, then they should come out and tell Nigerians that, okay, our ambition is not higher than the position of senator, because most likely this thing will all end up in the governor of somewhere in the south.
Just go and ask the PDP publicity secretary, Ologun Agba. So tell him too that, okay, for the interest of the party, step down, let her. He will not.
I'm just trying to say these people should be reasonable enough.
They should. They are not reasonable.
They should be reasonable enough to understand that whatever it is they are doing now is not doing the party good. Except if they want to, there is this thing they call body language now. Their body language is indicating that they are not actually loyal to the party. Because there is no person that is loyal to his party that will be doing this thing to his or her political party at this point in time that the election is just by the corner.
Okay. Well, I hope they are able to resolve their issues, because election is just by the corner. And as you can see, every other person is preparing. It's only the ADC for now. We've not heard anything. They are still in the You know, in the beginning of a relationship between a boy and a girl, who keep calling themselves 24 hours, but, well, let's see what the ADC, when the struggle for power play, for interest within the party begin to struggle, I'm telling you, it's not going to be an easy ride for them too in that party.
That's how it goes now.
Let's go to the Guardian. Opposition parties reject proposed pay rise for political office holders and aides. News on page 3. 50% of teen girls are pregnant. Mothers, minister laments. Stories on page 2. 7,000 Nigerians stranded in Libya. NITCOM reveals. Story on page 3. Road tax scheme stalls after delivering 2.6 trillion projects. The story is on page 6 of The Guardian. Then Senegal ends the Tigers Afro basket dream. Wow, this young man.
For how long are we going to keep bringing Nigerians who, on their own volition, decide to go to Libya and get stranded, don't wait for the government to keep? We've been spending reasonable government funds on these people. I don't know, what do we need to do so they will understand that there is no need for you to create unnecessary problems for us?
I think what we need to do is to create a better environment for them here. If the economy, everything is good, nobody will go look for I won't say black pasture somewhere else because it's not greener.
Why can't they just follow the same routes? Because there is these stories of how they'll trek through the desert to those places. Maybe they should start trekking back from the desert.
It is. They don't have even the funds to trek. It's not as if they trek. We just say they go by road, they go by vehicles. It is just in very short areas that they trek. It is not as if they trek with their leg. They go by roads, from Kano here, I think, to Maradi on what do they call it, on Ilox, the back of Ilox. From there, they drop. They take another vehicle from, I think, Nigeria, somewhere in Nigeria Republic there, that will cross the desert, the Sahara Desert, or is it the Sahara Desert, to Libya. So then from Libya again, they begin another journey, if they survive the desert, to cross the Mediterranean Sea to Europe, to Italy. So it's a very, very deadly business, very, very deadly. The kind of things they go through along the way, it is worse. It is worse than slavery. The things they go through.
And this is what they embark on with some information that actually when you go there, life will be better. I think there are people who have stayed back in Nigeria and made their lives better.
And sometimes some of these people don't even know that they're going there. I've seen cases whereby someone was told that she's going to enter a flight from Kano Airport. And before she knew, they said, no, the flight, because of her visa, they won't pick her here. She will go and take a flight from Niger. And this is how this person got into the hands of human traffickers. They pick on people's ignorance, although ignorance is not an excuse.
Yes, and I keep saying the way we are so enlightened in this generation, the way people... Is there anybody in Nigeria now that does not know that there are people who traffic human beings?
There are a lot of people. Just last month, I was speaking with someone who happens to be, who the husband happens to be a lecturer, and the wife, she's also a graduate, and they do business. And I asked, what about this girl that used to work for you? Oh, they say, oh, thank God, someone has helped her. She is now working in Egypt. I just looked, I said, Egypt? Said yes. I said, do you hear the stories of how young people have been trafficked there? They said the person that helped her just looked at her and found out that this girl, she's very, very hardworking, and he decided to help her to Egypt. I said, this is human trafficking. So, do you speak to her? I said, yes, they speak to her. She said everything is okay. I said, she will not be able to tell you things are wrong, simply because the moment she gets there, they will collect all her documents. They lock her up in a place, and she will walk until she pays every single dime with extra that they spent on her. she wouldn't. She said, no, but the girls give. I said, no, she wouldn't tell you the right because they are monitoring her. So, and she said, wow, it's a good thing. And I looked at it. So, no, up to now, people don't know that these things go. You take young girls to go and do maids in these Middle East countries and also some North African countries. It is pure slavery. Pure slavery. So there are a lot of people that still don't know these things. I was so shocked. And as I was trying to explain to the woman, she was saying, no, everything is fine. The girl
are there instances where some of these things pay off? That we discussed diaspora remittance the other time.
Yeah.
There are instances where these people will leave Nigeria and be in Egypt, still working as maids. Like whosoever they are working for is reasonable enough to treat them like human beings.
There are many cases. I've seen many cases of people go there, work for some time, come back, and they are well. They'll be able to set up businesses, but not every of them is reasonable. Or some fall into the hands of criminals who, after maybe tell you work for 2 years to pay me off, after the 2 years, they still sell them into another form of slavery and the rest of it. Okay, let us look at it. Senegal ends the Tigers Afro basketball dream that puts an end to the opportunity for men to get $100,000.
Has that one been remitted, the one that was promised those girls?
Well, it will be given. Most times this money don't just, it is a budgetary. You don't just make the promise and immediately write checks. I believe they will be paid. Manufacturers, our raw materials stuck at airports for weeks, losses anticipated. So let's look at this because of time. Presidency downplays outrage as Tinubu demands UN reform. That is for TICAD. Nigeria emerged at the Tokyo International Conference on African Development suffered a blow yesterday after his booth was left unmanned on opening day, sparking outrage, ridicule, and citizen intervention, and fueling criticism of government inefficiency on the global stage. President Bola Tinubu yesterday in Yokohama renewed Nigeria's call for comprehensive reforms of the United Nations Security Council, insisted that Africa deserves permanent representation, including veto powers. Speaking at the plenary on peace and stability during the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development, the president declared Africa deserves 2 permanent seats with all the privileges, including the right of veto. It also deserves additional non-permanent seats as provided in the Elzuwini Consensus and the Sirte Declaration. While other African countries actively engaged delegates, no government officials were found around Nigerian booth, a situation that generated concern among some private sector participants from the country who stepped in to prevent further embarrassment. So I think the government needs to give us a reason why our booth.
The reason they gave is lame. I like what happened, and at the same time, I don't like what happened. Now, let me tell you why I don't like what happened. Is it that we are so disorganized that we didn't make that arrangement? It goes a long way to show optics that we're not actually ready for the negotiations we've traveled all the way from Nigeria to go and make in Tokyo. That is why I don't like it. But I like what happened because this thing will have cost money. The booth, whatever thing will have cost us a chunk of money that is now being saved for other development in Nigeria, if at all. That is going to help in completing some of the project, because you may be surprised the kind of money that will be voted out if that booth was set up and the exhibitions there were made. So I think these are the things.
But from what they said the booth will still be open. The contract is, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs pushed back, insisting that the booth has not been officially open, even though the conference has already begun. He said the Nigerian booth has not been okay. The minister explained further, drew further anger, okay. So what they are trying to say is that the booth has not been open, but it will be open.
Okay.
So people were angry that why would the conference start? And you are telling us our own booth will be open by Thursday. And the conference started, I think, on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. So those are some.
Let's see, but the truth is that if some of these things may not translate to tangible results sooner or later, then there is no, because we've seen instances where these things have been done and Nigerians do not benefit from it in the long run.
Well, the thing is that these things are not buy and sell. I've gone to, it creates good optics. Major businesses, they come to these places to interact with government officials. And once you create the impression that in such an international event, you are not able to manage even something as small as you look at it, this is not a place I'm going to invest. When the investment comes, I'm telling you, we don't usually know when these investments come.
It's true.
Because they will not announce it when they come. They just begin to, even when it is announced, it will not be so loud. So some of these things,
and
if you know how much places like Lagos pay to ensure that their booths are available in international festivals, and that is why they are generating funds.
And another thing is, I remember how the Chinese and these Asians came to the Middle Belt, Nasarawa, Benue, Taraba, Southern Taraba, to mine our timber, what they call Madrid, some years back. Now, nobody carried those things to any exhibition outside the shores of Nigeria. Somehow they were able to trace that these things are available in Nigeria in commercial quantity.
You don't know how they get to know. They get to know because they meet information.
That is what I'm saying. Now, I'm looking forward to them knowing that we have large quantity of shea butter, you know, in commercial quantity in Nigeria, and other potentials that we have that we're looking forward to Japanese businessmen coming in to invest in. And at this point in time, it has to be done with decorum, with some coordination, so that it's not going to be, you know, when those timber were being harvested and being mined from Nigeria, the only benefit there is the funds that there was no any what do you call it? A concerted effort by the government to see how what is being harvested now is being replanted, so that you know. So as they are talking about shea butter now, you may be surprised that no shea butter tree will be standing in Nigeria in the near future if care is not taken.
Well, let me give you an example of how these things help. On 2023, I think it should be just after the elections, the Lagos State Chambers of Commerce had a program in Lagos at the Eco Hotel, which I went to. I was invited. I was with an organization, a tech firm then, and I went to represent the tech firm. And the Enugu State governor, newly inaugurated governor of Enugu State, was there in person. And he was the one, he was one of the guest speakers in the event. And then the Enugu State booth of in that Lagos State Chambers of Industry, after the program, he led people there. And he was the one talking about Enugu, what they have, what they need to do. People were asking questions, journalists, businessmen. On its own, he was able to sell the state. And I knew that this is someone that knows where he is going to. Other booths were there, both private and public sector. Enugu State was the only state that had the governor there selling the state. And if you look at it now, just go through, you will see that Enugu State is one of the states that attracted the highest number of FDI, foreign direct investments into the state, even investment from other states. Look at recent report indicating $100 million FDI from Austrian investors for water infrastructure, and a $20 million investment from IR Group for ICT assembly plants. So these are just some of the things that if you don't do it, nobody will take you serious. And if you do it, there are more likelihood that, yes, investors will respond, because this is what is done all over the world. This is how investors get to meet those with potentials, and then that is where business opportunities are being created. Well, time is fast spent. Let us go on a short break. When we come back, the morning show continues. Don't go anywhere.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing SuperCab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the SuperCab app today. SuperCab, your ride your way.
Parents in Jalingo, here's an opportunity you don't want to miss. Give your child in JSS1 to SS3 or going to a tertiary institution the chance to build strong character and develop. At the Achieve Your Dream Holiday Clinic, organized by Aspire to Achieve Initiative, ATAI, your teenager will receive mentorship, tools, insights, and guidance to unlock their potential and unleash their creativity. We help them overcome truancy, peer pressure, and negative influences, inspiring them to make positive choices every day. Invest in your child's future today at Achieve Your Dream Holiday Clinic. We are strong hearts and bright minds come to shine. Date 29th and 30th August 2025. Time 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Venue the multipurpose hall of Radai Metropolitan Schools around AA Liman Petrol Station, Nyamusala, Jalingo. The investment fee costs 10,000 naira per child to cover pen, workbook, tags, tea break, and lunch for both days. Registration forms are available at the ATAI office, Shop 9 Shopping Complex, opposite Mile 6 Forest, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can also call the Chief Operations Officer, Mrs. Susan David Melafia, on 080-6165-5800 or send an email to davidsussan26@gmail.com. Announcer Mr. Godfrey Wesley Tafida, Founder and CEO, Aspire to Achieve Initiative, ATAI.
In today's digital age, staying ahead of the curve is crucial for success. Taraba Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need to thrive. We present you our special computer training exclusively designed for SS3 and JSS3 graduates. Our comprehensive program covers a wide range of topics, including Microsoft Word, master the art of document creation and editing, unlock the power of data analysis and visualization, Microsoft Access, learn to manage and analyze database, Microsoft PowerPoint, create stunning presentations that captivate audiences, graphic design using CorelDRAW, unleash your creativity and design skills, Photoshop, enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals, programming using web design, build dynamic website and web applications, database development, learn to design and manage databases, UI/UX design, create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the Taraba Business School, we believe in creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Our experienced instructors will guide you every step of the way, providing you with hands-on training and mentorship. Don't miss this opportunity to gain a competitive edge. Contact us today to learn more about our program and register for the next session. Call 080-6026-9140, 070-6342-8464 or 090-1010-0664. 8844 between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Turaba Business School, creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Join us today and unlock your full potential. Turaba Business School, opposite Civil Service Commission, Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Turaba State. Empower yourself with the skills of the future. Register now.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
My country people, on a good morning this morning. How on a day? I hope you say on a wake up fine. I dey welcome on to the pidgin section of our morning show. As this in a section we would always say nakuna correct story concerning the things where they happen for inside the country. Even to save our community and our society. My name is Esther Oka Steven, and with me this morning and my personal person as usual. Baby aka Capacity Auntie Faith Apollos. Auntie, thank you for joining me this morning.
Thank you very much, ma.
Okay, my country people, the story when I want carry nakuna this morning concerning our road safety officers to them. Yes, and their matter let me carry to nakuna come this morning, my country people. So come say these few days when it be say I go away, the things when be say my eyes see for road, the heavy for Martin. Now say I go carry this in matter, come also make we touch light them together. So those of you now sit down there now they watch this program, make una do me well to join us on Facebook at Some TV, even yourself. We there for YouTube at Some TV Live. Make una they drop on a comment una. See anything when it be say una get to touch light for inside this matter. When it be say person fit learn, make una send message through that our Some TV Live, my country people. Yes, my market women and then when it be say then they watch this program now, road safety officers matter. Let me want talk about it. Because now they want the road safety officers. Yes. Road safety officers and them be those our uniform people when it be say them they stand for road, especially highways. We get some for this our major and minor roads around us where we live, where they call them say VIO. All of them, but they always stay on uniform. They ensure the safety of people when it be said that they travel by machine, yes, by motor, by tricycle. They make sure say safety day for all citizens them. For everybody when it be said that they go for one journey or the other. So these people who they wear uniform today for road there. When you they come, they go ask you of your driving license. You get driving license? Yes, they go want to check them. And also, why did they do all these things? Now because of say they come they notice now because of say many people they know they agree one adhere to the rules and regulation of the driving school when it be said them go. Yes, many people that they overdo for road. That is why government put this our uniform people to ensure that these people they follow due process, proper documentation before they begin enter road to drive. So if say if una sit down there, they watch now go they hear say trailer, you do this one yo, and there's motor fall from one bridge, go cause problem for down. This one done now because of say those people they no undergo proper training. Yes. And this one I come make me carry aka Capacity. Say make she follow me touch light matter this morning, my country people. This is federal road safety people, they get their principle. Yes, they get principle and guideline when it be say country people when it be say them they drive supposed to follow. Yes, another guidelines now I want to talk about. Yes, because of say don't come to the notice of many people say this many of our drivers and they know they polite, them they rude. Even the self say when they get on for inside the motor to do peep peep peep, then they press the peep peep, they go see bring head come outside from window. They say go 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 go, you dey craze, oh no she, they go do hand, they curse and then they drive. If road safety grab you, they no go dey happy with you, they go park you go one corner. The peep peep that on when it be say you get, it's supposed to don't do for you. Yes, no need of you bringing out from the head from the window again. As they bring head come, another person they drive come hit your head, unko. Some people now go notice say they go they drive, they go put one hand for outside. Yes, as a big man or as a big person, my papa get car. They go bring out, they drive a big man. They go put hand for outside. All those things, VIO, our road safety people, they know they like them. Make una they follow due process. Even to say the thing when my eyes see for road my country people, before I go begin to talk about the faith go touch light matter with me, say many people my country people for inside the country. Yes, say before you drive, you suppose say you go driving school. For many people when it be say they know sabi drive, and that driving school when you go, when it be say you don't go through some process, at least you suppose to dey inside that driving school reach you 1 month. Now sabi say over sabi no they let our children to reach 1 month again. Some people they go do with instructor for motor 1 week 2 week pikin go tell you say he don't sabi, make them give them the L now, he don't sabi, and after they give them that L symbol, my country people, for night these children they go come out, they go remove the L symbol come out, go do kata cause confusion for there, carry problem come as we don't see plenty. And as they do it for night, say VIO not there for night, or road safety they not there for night. That attitude, that mind where you take carry sit down there, say they do it for night, you go still carry that mind do it for day one day and they go grab you. But before then, anti-faith, I want to make you help me touch light matter. What will be your own intake before me self go touch light and proper? Especially those ones where you say they carry L, they remove them for night, they do anyhow without instructors for motor.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Esther, for this opportunity to get make I touch light matter with you. The thing be say, no, they use your life, they play for road.
Okay, now they hear them.
When it comes to car, because now the car now, you enter car, you don't know what's going to happen to you the next. So you have to follow due process when it comes to your life. Driving itself is one of the most sensitive things where you can do for your life. Because if you don't complete your driving school, the schools are not going to even give you permits, may you put L for your motor.
Okay.
Even they give you permit, you put L for your motor, you don't finish the process. They give you permits to put L for your motor. You have to get instructor by your side. If you come out with L, you don't get instructor by your side, road safety go catch you and they go seize your motor. So all those things now for our safety for this country. I beg. No, they try to always obey rules. If you see person, and if you see for this Nigeria where you see, man, people will go driving school, they know plenty. And people where they drive, now then plenty pass people will go driving school.
Okay, now they hear them.
That's why you will see all this. I like what the very dark man do for these tractors where they insist for. You know, get license, they drive big motor.
Imagine.
You go they do this country. God now God go help us. So I beg, as countries, maybe they try to abide by rules and regulations, and also your life first. Your life should be your #1 priority. You can't be playing with your life out there, because you enter motor, you go jam person, they go catch you. You go jam the person self, you know sure say whether you jam the person, your life self is at risk. It's at risk. So you have to be very mindful of how you go. They drive up and down for road, and also get license, because if you catch you, it's not going to be funny. They go seize your car. You carry your papa motor, come out with them. You don't get license. They go catch your papa motor. They go bail them before. They go even ban you from driving. So I beg, we be very careful. And you know, say na car na your life. So you make your life be your #1 priority for any other thing. Make we make our country become better country. We will always abide by rules. You know, say when you obey rules and regulations, everything go dey better now.
Now so
you dey drive car, when you try to dey go process, obey road signs. We have road signs. We have, if they say may you stop. All this zebra crossing.
Correct.
That if you see children, when you're driving, there's a signboard for everything. There's a signboard. There's school. So if you're coming, you have to slow down because there's a school here. There's zebra crossing. There's where they will say stop. That's why we have all those people that when you don't have traffic light in your state, all those people that tell you to wait, pass. All
the VIOs them.
Yes, let's try to always obey them because they are trying this for our own good. So when you go outside country, you're not going to see all these things. Before you get license, driving license for UK self, you have to undergo several exams. If you not pass, they could say, you're not permitted to drive. Or Nigeria now, they don't give us leniency is too much. So, but let's try to always obey rules and regulations. When they say stop, it's for our own good. You don't go like you get past person who can't jam you. You don't go like him. So no do it for another person.
Correct.
We'll get it up for this matter.
Auntie Fetty, thank you very much for touchlighting matter with me this morning. Country people don't hear for Auntie Fetty Matt. For those of you who just they join us, this is the pidgin section of our morning show. And our section will always knock on a correct story concerning the things where they happen for inside the country, even to serve our community and our society. Now, road safety people who matter. Those are our officers where they stay for road with the VIOs to them. Now they are Tory now they talk about this morning. And so Auntie Fetty don't touch light matters. Make una they comply with these people who them. Yes. Make una they comply with them because of say if una not drive well, una life too they at risk. The one way Auntie Fetty talk when it be say sweet me well my country people when me one first touch light matter put. Now the one way she talks say even herself people when it be say they not go driving school now there plenty they pok for inside the country. Past those ones when it be say they even do the driving school. I agree for her. Yes, I agree for that talk when it be say Auntie Fetty capacity don't touch light for me. Yes, and if I want to touch light this matter, I go notice that those are our boys when it be say and our men when it be say they feel say and then be lord of the road where they drive tipper, where they drive gongoro, where they drive big motor them. Those ones now then be lord of the road. Many of them they no undergo driving school you. Now God will just come say, okay, come make I teach you how to do them and make I teach you. Now from that teaching they go begin the jump they do anyhow for inside the motor when it be say them day road. So if now I want check them now for that iron, I go look and say this our officers, them they really do great job to ensure I say our safety they ground well for inside the country. We they secure, we they safe. That is why they place them there. And now those ones when it be say they no go this driving school, una sabi say na them rude pass. They know they ever they polite. Yes. When they enter road, you go yeah, make every motor begin they clear road. Say now then get road. They know they ever they polite. They know they calm at all. Even when road safety drop them, stop them for road. Before they go stop self on a problem. Until they go come put big stick, big stones. The one where my eyes see now they tell on our soul, my country people. Until they come begin they put something to make them to stop. The second thing when it be say aka capacity mama talk when it be say sweet me well. Many of them know they adhere to the signs of the road. Yes. They know they adhere to the rules and regulation of the road. Those symbols when it be say it day road. When it be say they go see say them right to school. Okay, student from school they depart. Many of them when not go driving school, they not sabi am. Where you go see U-turn, they not sabi am. They just want to. Where you go see say okay now one way road, they not sabi am. That is why Auntie Fetty don't talk and say for many states when it be say they don't get that structure, they don't get that symbol. That is why they put all this VIO there to give them signal say stop you pass like this so but over sabi no they greet them. Some of them, even this our traffic, this thing, the green, yellow, and red, they no sabi am because they no go to school. Yes. When they see stop, when it be red, they go kia say they won't move. And if VIO stop them, they go begin to chouse these people. Make una they calm. Make una they respect these people for there. Then they there for our safety. Many of una say una documents no complete. And now when they stop and now go be the first person to shout, you dey waste my time, you dey do this one, and you no get the necessary documents. Some kind of times, even this fire extinguisher, they go ask you, you carry am for there. Even though self say you don't provide all these necessary things, it gets some kind of things when it be say it good make see they carry, they follow body, my country people. So when these people they stop, you not take fight, take follow them. Follow them softly with a smile. Okay, I forgot this one for house, but see my driving license. Okay, I carry this one. Follow them jejely. I get them for house, but I not fit pack them inside the motor, they waka. So can't I say you go to do they go even they ask you of extra tire. Yes. Those ones when the be say that they find some kind of changes like that. They go begin they ask you of extra tire. They go begin they ask you of kiniko, but make you just follow them jejely, make una know the day road. And make una they ensure so that they always they carry una driving license. Yes, and the one just as Auntie Faith to talk on. You when it be say you still they learn, make your instructor they guide you for that 1 month, not they rush. After 1 week, I don't sabi. You enter road now. Many of una say una never even sabi reach the 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Una go they go so una won't travel for highway. Una they cause problem for people for that place. Yes. So if anything una they do, make una they do and way. If na the learning you they learn and finish, at least reach that 1 month with your instructor. Not they do anyhow for town. We don't see incidents when it be say person carry in papa motor, go party, they come back and a learner. He come out to hell, wipe 3 children. Take of saying father na Sediki, father na king. And they talk to una so. Those children are so they take go. That hell is very, very important. I beg, make una know they put on our parents for trouble. Over sabi nowadays is too much. Pikin, children nowadays, you know they agree want to reach that 1 month of learning again. Now make me carry this to recon. So parents, when it be say they watch this program, yes, now sweet thing, now better thing say our children then they sabi drive. But make una self, they talk to them from house. Make una also be their second instructor. Make sure say those ones where they learn, where see they carry that L for their motto, make them still put to that thing well. So because they cause confusion for inside the community, yes. And if any violence occur, una fit learn complain, yes, for their office. So I beg, make una they take am jejely with our officers them when it be say them different. We sabi say many of them they overdo. Yes, many of them they overdo. That's why complaint channels also dey for ground. So make una they complain to FIRS office them. Yes, Federal Road Safety people, they get office. If they do anyhow, una can see how the thing they go for social media. When it be say anyone will do anyhow, they collect anyhow. So because say people go they video them. So we have channels of reporting issues now, my country people. Yes, for those of una wey just they join us, this now the pidgin section, and we just talk about our uniform people where they be say that they stay for road, our road safety people and our VIO them where they ensure safety for road. So we don't come touch light matter capacity mama don't come chook mouth for me for inside the matter. Say those of una when it be say una they learn, make una put on a mind there and make una learn reach 1 month before una enter road. So come say now many of una now they bring problem for road people when they be say them they work out with our vehicles them, our tricycle them, our motorcycle them. Those of una when they be say una they learn, una they cause commotion well. And also those of una when they be say una don't sabi, make una they dey polite and make una make sure say una they carry una necessary documents them. Yes, and those of us when it be say would there be lord of the road when it be say that they drive all this big motor, I beg make una they tell those on our boys say make that they pass through driving schools, when they pass through proper channels before they carry that big motor. So come say even them too when they drive that motor, their own life is at risk. Not only those when it be say they ground. So I beg this our issue when it be say this matter where we carry come this morning. I believe it say una don't grab a lot from inside. Okay, all my country people, as you can see now for here now, I go draw the curtain on the pidgin section of our morning show. I thank all of you now when they follow me touch light matter on Facebook and also on YouTube. But me not go fit to leave here without thanking my correct guest, will be AKA Capacity, Auntie Faith Apollos. Auntie, thank you once again for joining me.
Thank you very much.
And I also not go fit to go without thanking myself and una when it be say una they watch this program, una do well for joining me this morning. I still remain Esther Oka Stephen, just as I always they tell una say my name will not they change. I thank all of una for joining me this morning. Now do.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Parents in Jalingo. Here's an opportunity you don't want to miss. Give your child in JSS 1 to SS 3 or going to a tertiary institution the chance to build strong character and develop. At the Achieve Your Dream Holiday Clinic, organized by Aspire to Achieve Initiative, ATAI, your teenager will receive mentorship, tools, insights, and guidance to unlock their potential and unleash their creativity. We help them overcome truancy, peer pressure, and negative influences, inspiring them to make positive choices every day. Invest in your child's future today at Achieve Your Dream Holiday Clinic. We are strong hearts and bright minds come to shine. Date 29th and 30th August 2025. Time 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Venue the Multipurpose Hall of Radai Metropolitan Schools around AA Liman Petrol Station, Nyamusala, Jalingo. The investment fee costs 10,000 naira per child to cover pen, workbook, tags, tea break, and lunch for both days. Registration forms are available at the ATAI office, Shop 9 Shopping Complex, opposite Mile 6 Forest, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can also call the Chief Operations Officer, Mrs. Susan David Milafia, on 080-6165-5800 or send an email to davidsussan26@gmail.com. Announcer Mr. Godfrey Wesley Tafida, founder and CEO, Aspire to Achieve Initiative, ATAI.
In today's digital age, staying ahead of the curve is crucial for success. Taraba Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need to thrive. We present to you our special computer training exclusively designed for SS3 and JSS3 graduates. Our comprehensive program covers a wide range of topics, including Microsoft Word, master the art of document creation and editing, unlock the power of data analysis and visualization, Microsoft Access, learn to manage and analyze database, Microsoft PowerPoint, create stunning presentations that captivate audiences, graphic design using CorelDRAW, unleash your creativity and design skills, Photoshop, enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals, programming using web design, build dynamic websites and web applications, database development, learn to design and manage databases, UI/UX design, create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the Taraba Business School, we believe in creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Our experienced instructors will guide you every step of the way, providing you with hands-on training and mentorship. Don't miss this opportunity to gain a competitive edge. Contact us today to learn more about our program and register for the next session. Call 080-6026-9140, 070-6342-8464 or 090-1010-8844 between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Taraba Business School, creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Join us today and unlock your full potential. Taraba Business School, opposite Civil Service Commission, Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. Empower yourself with the skills of the future. Register now.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way.
Parents in Jalingo, here's an opportunity you don't want to miss. Give your child in JSS 1 to SS 3 or going to a tertiary institution the chance to build strong character and develop. At the Achieve Your Dream Holiday Clinic, organized by Aspire to Achieve Initiative, ATAI, your teenager will receive mentorship, tools, insights, and guidance to unlock their potential and unleash their creativity. We help them overcome truancy, peer pressure, and negative influences, inspiring them to make positive choices every day. Invest in your child's future today at Achieve Your Dream Holiday Clinic. We are strong hearts and bright minds come to shine. Date 29th and 30th August 2025. Time 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Venue, the multipurpose hall of Radai Metropolitan Schools around AA Liman Petrol Station, Nyamusala, Jalingo. The investment fee costs 10,000 naira per child to cover pen, workbook, tags, tea break, and lunch for both days. Registration forms are available at the ATAI office, Shop 9 Shopping Complex, opposite Mile 6 Forest, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can also call the Chief Operations Officer, Mrs. Susan David Milafia, on 080-6165-5800 or send an email to davidsussan26@gmail.com. Announcer, Mr. Godfrey Wesley Tafida, founder and CEO, Aspire to Achieve Initiative, ATAI.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Welcome back to the morning show on Some TV. I am Abraham Minor Joda, and still with me is Mr. Daniel Kukwen, the Director of News and Public Affairs on Some TV. Good morning once again.
Good morning, Mr. Abraham. Good morning to you out there.
Yeah, this time around we're back home because right away we will taking stories from the cover pages of Taraba News, because it's the segment where we discuss issues that has to do with the host state of Some TV, that is Taraba News. And we'll be taking the stories from the cover from Taraba newspaper, which is Taraba's most influential newspaper. So let's go straight to the stories that are making the rounds on the cover pages of Taraba News. On the top right corner, we have Governor Kefa signs another batch of certificates of occupancy in Taraba State. Then we have another one. Disaster looms in Taraba again. Pamanga Bridge could give way any moment. That story is on page 5. Then TNT holds follow taxes validation workshop to empower women for climate resilience in Taraba State. And progress and challenges, a 2-year review of Taraba State under Governor Abu Kefa's. That story is by the Ambassador Rukwesi Muri. That would be a very interesting one. Let me round up this. Let's see what Ambassador Muri has to say about that. Then they say, after weeks of speculation, Taraba Deputy Governor returns from medical treatment, set to reclaim seat of power. Stories on page 4. Then Taraba Governor forwards through executive bill to House of Assembly. The stories on page 8. Then Taraba SEMA commemorates World Humanitarian Day with Nasarawa flood victims. Stories on page 4. In Karilamdo crisis, Commander 6th Brigade engages stakeholders, reaffirms commitment to peace and unity in Taraba State. So those are the stories on the cover page of Taraba News. Now let us go to let's take the stories one after the other. Okay. Let's go to progress and challenges, a 2-year review of Taraba State under Governor Abu Kefa. Before we come to Muri, in just 1 minute, can you review your own review of Taraba State governmental performances, their areas of strength, the areas where you think they need to improve? And
yes, there is a need for, okay, let me start with the success stories, where we have free education. That has proven to be one of the best policies of this present administration. And maybe because of his background as a security personnel, we have this relative peace here and there, though we have pockets of crisis here and there, but we have relative peace compared to before his coming as the executive governor of Taraba State. We look forward to having more completion of projects. We look forward to more roads being built. We look forward to projects that are being initiated to be pursued with vigorous commitment, so much so that we're going to see that we have more and more commissioning of projects and health facilities too. We need more health facilities, especially in the rural areas. The primary health care should be given more attention. And we also look forward to the welfare of primary school teachers. As free education is making the wave, there is need for the improvement of their welfare of primary school teachers. This is my appraisal. Okay, and I don't think your appraisal is any different from what I'm just trying to go through what Ambassador Rukwesi Muri wrote here. Is one of, if not the most vocal critic of this government, of this administration. He went acknowledged the areas needing improvement, placing education at the forefront from primary to tertiary level. He said has been the hallmark of this administration. He said this strategy mirrors successful models from countries like Singapore, Malaysia, and Rwanda, and aligns with the historical approaches of leaders such as Obafemi Awolowo. He said by investing in education, we are paving the way for a new generation of professionals, doctors, nurses, teachers, engineers, and scientists. The inclusive nature of our education policies, which transcend ethnicity, religion, and political affiliation, deserve commendation. Well, impressive development has been observed by institutions such as State College of Nursing in Jalingo, the College of Education in Zing, the College of Agriculture, Science and Technology in Jalingo, and the College of Health and Technology in Taku. It says, despite some resistance to the hiring of qualified personnel, which recently led to labor strike, the overall trajectory in the education indicates progress. Well, he also went further to say the master plan is essential for any state development, and the current administration vision spans 50 years, signifying serious commitment to
long-term growth. The healthcare sector is undergoing a silent transformation, evidenced by the newly constructed General Hospital in Lisam and improvements in other facilities. Yeah, wow. This is, I think, Muri has done a very, very good job for this. With this write-up, I think
this is analytical. It is making a general appraisal of the trend of the present administration. Yeah, he did actually well, and I agree with him. As in completely when he mentioned College of Nursing Sciences. If you go to that place, you will actually see that the place is actually being transformed.
Okay.
I think we're looking forward to the day when that facility will be, that institution will be commissioned, and there is already functional. But you will see roads are being constructed, structures are being completed. And do you know that they have a mini sports stadium being constructed in the premises of...
That is the way schools are meant to be constructed, with every facility. A good school must have a good sporting facility.
What caught my attention is the size of the football pitch. I think, well, I don't know whether it's going to be a football pitch, but what is it called? A pavilion is being raised up to the standard of, if it becomes a football pitch or whatever sporting activity that is going to be a very conducive place for sporting activities.
Well, Ambassador Muri went further to look at areas that need improvement. I say despite this achievement, there remain significant challenges. They said the civil service is plagued by incompetence and corruption, undermining governance. Additionally, social justice and effective management of our multicultural society requires urgent attention. He also said encouraging intercultural dialogue is essential to prevent the pitfall of identity politics, which hinders our political systems. Also, for infrastructure development, particularly road maintenance and town planning, is another area requiring immediate action. The state must honor its commitment to infrastructure projects to ensure safe and reliable transportation. And he went on to round up to say, as the saying goes, Rome was not built in a day. Taraba is on the path of progress, but we must be patient to build on a solid rock. While we acknowledge the progress made, we must remain vigilant. Constructive criticism and citizen engagement are vital for redevelopment. He ended with, together we can partner in progress to ensure a brighter future for Taraba State. Ambassador Ikwusi Muri, MSPSP, MNIPR President, Strike Up Peace Project. This doesn't sound like Muri's write-up about the governor of Taraba State.
Well, it sounds like it. He has always been a social critic. I've seen him commending the governor on issues that has to do with education because of the free education policy and other things. Muri is the kind of person that will just say the truth, though at times his choice of words and his approach are instances where people can disagree with him. But I have known him to be somebody that will always hear his mind, say out whatever it is he has in mind to the best of how he sees it. He tries as much as possible to be as diplomatic as possible. Yeah. You understand? That is, I think it's typical of him. Yeah. He will always say it when you're doing something good, and he will condemn you when you see something that he feels is bad.
There are people of the school of thought that this is just is preparing the ground for the coming of the governor to the APC. It's a suddenly, once the rumors started gaining ground, he's going to join the APC. People in the APC like Muri began to backtrack and began to support him, and he has become less, this back and forth he usually has with Honorable Emmanuel Bello. You can see that as a...
Well, it's just politics. Let's see how it goes. We don't know whether the governor will become a member of APC. We don't know. But he's a good social commentator, I must admit. He's a very good social commentator, and if he is watering the ground for the coming of the governor to APC, well, I don't know. It is not a crime for the governor to become a member.
No, it is not. It is not. Okay, let's go to this very interesting story also that has to do with on page 4, Taraba Deputy Governor returns from medical treatment. The story is on page 4. Okay. The political atmosphere in Taraba State has been stirred with fresh excitement following the much anticipated return of Deputy Governor Aminu Alkali to Jalingo after a long medical absence. Reliable sources confirmed to Taraba News that Alkali's health has significantly improved and is set to make a public appearance in the coming days. As the Deputy Governor's extended absence have fueled intense speculation and political pressures in some quarters, with calls mounting on Governor Agbukefas to appoint a replacement. However, the government maintained a calm and compassionate stance, urging citizens to show understanding, empathy, and prayer rather than turning the situation into a political weapon. His position appears vindicated with Alkali's return. The Deputy Governor is back. His health has improved greatly, and he will soon resume office officially. A government insider told Taraba News. If this is true, it's a very, very good news. I'm quite happy that he has recovered, which is much more important than any opposition, anything that he has recovered himself.
That's true. We wish him the best. We look forward to him meeting his own goals in life and meeting the goals and aspirations of Taraba as a state. We wish him the best.
Just like I always say, an elder statesman is someone that has served this nation, Taraba State, for many years. And even before he became the Deputy Governor of Taraba State.
He was a local government staff for, I think, maybe up to 30-something years, because after he retired as, I think, director or deputy director in the local government. So he's actually what do you call it? Statesman.
He's an elder statesman. And just yesterday, I got some news where our good friend, Barrister Biliaminu Meanchi, has gone to court again to restrain the Deputy Chief of Staff from acting as the Deputy Governor. So, I think with his coming...
was he acting as the Deputy Governor?
I think the court will answer that question. Then lastly, before we go, disaster looms in Taraba again. Pamanga Bridge could give way any moment. You could see pictures of the lifeline connecting Taraba Central to the south is hanging by a thread. The 80s to Sunkai Pamanga Garbachiri Road, a vital artery linking Bali, Kurmi, Sadauna, and Gashaka to Donga, Takomanu's eyes on the brink of total collapse. This road is more than just asphalt and gravel. It is the pathway for farmers bringing produce to market, traders sustaining local economics, children going to school, and patients racing to hospitals. Since the Namne Bridge carved in, all eyes have been on this road as the last major link. Pressure will be on this road since the other
road
is bad.
Nice,
and if it is quite worrisome, the picture.
Well, at this stage, it won't cost much to fix it. I think the Taraba State government and the federal government and whosoever is a stakeholder in these, even private individuals, should just, who have the means, should see to it that, though I know that you have to get clearance from the government before you embark on projects like this if you are a private individual. See to it that this road is fixed so that we don't become an island, because by the time Namne is not there and Pamanga Bridge is not there, the only link we'll have will be Numan Axis, where there is actually no road. Okay, maybe if you are coming from Zinc. Omaya Balua, that is when you... So let's see how this is going to help.
Well, with this, we're calling on the authorities, and we also call on the road safety, the Nigerian police, security, to mount up some signs there so that people will know that part of the road is bad. And because from what I see here, it is just maybe makeshift stones to indicate there needs to be something stationed there to allow motorists know that this part of the road is bad, especially at night, so that people don't run into the river.
This dramatic statement I want to make. People who wants to contest for elective position in Taraba should form a union.
Yes,
Association of people who wants to contest, form a union and donate money to see how we're going to salvage Namne Bridge. I think that will not be bad.
Well, that would not be a bad idea too, if they can come together, since they all say they want to do it for the better of Taraba. And I think they should also form a union to go visit the president and put pressure on him to ensure that this road is done. Yeah. So that brings us to the end of today's edition of the morning show. And I would like to thank everyone that participated in this morning show. The studio manager, Mr. Moses Peter, who has done a wonderful job this morning, the master control operator, Mr. James Tai Emmanuel, and our new, what do we call it? Is it
our guests?
Silas.
The one that came back from abroad.
From abroad, yeah. Mr.
Welcome
Silas.
back, Mr.
Welcome
Silas
back. He has been doing giveaway of dollars. So anytime, anywhere you meet him, take your dollars. He has been doing giveaway just like a CEO.
I saw the message on our platform, and we actually appreciate him for that. You're actually learning from the super CEO. That's a good one. Keep up the good spirits.
Yeah.
We look forward to becoming like you when we grow up.
Welcome back, Silas, God Gift, our master control operator and the social media manager of Some TV. You're welcome back. And we also have the part of the tech lead, Mr. John Oyewole, who is also part of the production this morning. And not forgetting Madam Esther Oka-Stephen, who did a wonderful job with the morning show with Capacity Mama Faith Polo Jadia. Thank you very much for the wonderful job. And also, I would like to say thank you for someone who has been watching us behind the camera, Gloria Adeyemi, who is going to be presenting Youth Hub every Saturday from 11 to 12.
She's our special guest.
So
our non-appearing special
guest on the show. So thank you very much, Gloria Adeyemi. And I believe by this weekend, more people will get to see your face and know what you're all about. Yeah. And I also want to thank the executive producer of this show, Chief Gabriel Olayinka, for the wonderful platform he has provided for not only Taraba, but the whole Nigeria to get informed. So, Mr. Ira, good morning. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Okay, I am Abraham Minor Joda. Have a wonderful day.
Parents in Jalingo. Here's an opportunity you don't want to miss. Give your child in JSS 1 to SS 3 or going to a tertiary institution the chance to build strong character and develop. At the Achieve Your Dream Holiday Clinic, organized by Aspire to Achieve Initiative, ATAI, your teenager will receive mentorship, tools, insights, and guidance to unlock their potential and unleash their creativity. We help them overcome truancy, peer pressure, and negative influences, inspiring them to make positive choices every day.